Who is this man? So let's call him Mr. Rofi Grandiosa. Hello, Mr. Rofi.
Okay, hello.
How are you, Mr. Rofi?
I have also Ichan. You know Ichan? He's here also. He's next to me, Ichan.
Hi, hello, Ichan.
Okay, guys. I saw you dancing, everyone. Had a nice time. Okay, I want to, what you call it?
Okay, Mr. Rofi.
Inform you about.
Are you ready for the presentation?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, Mr. Rofi. The time is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone in Indonesia time. We'll today present about information session about the Magister program in the Faculty of Fisheries and Science, Universitas Padjadjaran. And it won't take long. I don't have too many slides, but yeah. Okay. Few slides. Sorry. Yeah, the Magister Fisheries is one of the program study in our faculty, and then it was established in 2020. And as you know, Aisha is also one of our student, and Ichan is in my room here. Ichan. Okay, our program is Magister program in yeah, of course, you know, it's located here in Bandung, and then we have special focus in public water management, especially in West Java. But however, there are four main concentrations at the moment. So future students can study aquaculture. Aisha is studying biotechnology. It's okay. It's part of aquaculture. Ichan is our student also. He's studying lobster. So our first batch in 2020, they all most of them study aquaculture, but there are other concentration too. So we can choose the one we like. The other concentration are management of aquatic resources, post-harvest technology, and social economic of fisheries. And also the last one, fisheries. Fisheries mean here capture fisheries. So this is a little bit ambiguous in this term, yeah, fisheries. But yeah, it's going to be a nice experience if you apply here, because we're also developing in the future double degree program, and then we are building a collaboration with Universitas Malaysia Sabah, developing a double degree. So you get 2 degrees, a master from Indonesia and a master from Malaysia. That will be maybe next year. However, our head of program is Dr. Insinyur Iskandar. Maybe you've seen him before, previously. And yeah, our aims are, of course, we have high goals to have an impact in the community, especially in fisheries, aquaculture. And of course, our program is always continuously improving due to the current trend of education. Yeah. So we're hybrid university. Of course, we try to increase part with other universities, other community, private companies, and also we have we have good staff here to teach in our master program. We do research, we do collaboration with students, not just academic, but also other events, scientific events. So it's a very dynamic learning environment, and maybe this program in the future maybe will be taught in English, hopefully, if there's double degree in the upcoming year. And then we also why study or collaborate with us if you have your university want to collaborate with our magister program. Yeah, of course, it's very accessible to international academic community nowadays. Very easy to reach our staff. Lecturer, research staff are highly experienced. And also its tuition fee is quite affordable for all of you who are not yet following a magister program. Yeah, you can study here. And of course, we're located in Bandung, and in the future, maybe we have classes, offline classes. We can meet, we can do research here. We can have experience in class in Indonesia, located in Bandung. Yeah, it's a very. I think you by now you all know that Bandung is very historical city, offering many things of interest. City of happiness. A lot of place to visit nearby. And what about research? We have accessible laboratory in our faculty, but there's more high-end lab in the central laboratory in Unpad. You can do anything from genomics to the omics technology and everything you can do there. And yeah, how to study with us? Unfortunately we only open once a year at the moment, at the month of July, and you can visit the website samopad.unpad.hu. But you can contact us first through our Instagram. You can do that. You can email here, and our Instagram is we post a lot of things, but you can find information there also. Here's our first batch. There's Ichan here, there's Adina, and then Aisha here, and Dr. Fitri, Dr. Iksan, and myself. This was after a seminar, I think, and this was a collaboration in the beginning of the year with OMS Malaysia. We did a collaboration. What you call it? We had Dr. Muhammad Tamrin as a speaker. Then we also had Nazia, and then Dr. Ayas from our side, collaborated in talks, international aquaculture talk series. This was last year. This was we invited prominent aquaculturists in shrimp genetics. Haris Wright, PhD. This was some of our documentation. That's probably about it. So we have a website, but it's currently under development. But yeah, this is our second year. We also have a batch of students, 2021, and we hope there's more students coming next year, because it's very interesting program. Only 2 years you can get a master's and then do PhD or anything else. Thank you. Maybe to the moderator, back again to Salim or someone else. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Rafi, for the presentation. Once again, if anyone interested in joining our Masters of Fisheries, you can contact through the email earlier. Okay. Thank you once again, Mr. Rafi.
Thank you.
Okay. Kang Salim,
Okay.
what's the next agenda?
Yes, we have some good activity in this next session, and the next session is lecturing. Lecturing is from some lecture. This is from Faculty of Research in Marine Science. This woman. Who is this woman? She is a businesswoman, an educator, and a lovely traveler. And yeah, she is will tell us about mariculture in tourism. So please welcome Dr. Rita Rostika. Hello, Dr. Rita. That's she is. Hello, how are you, Dr. Rita?
Fine, thank you. Thank you.
Long time no see. Okay, are you ready for tell us about mariculture in tourism, Dr. Rita?
Yes, but I want to know where the apa namanya? Fiska. Also,
Oh, for the presenting.
yeah, I
That's
send
okay.
the PowerPoint and video to him, to her,
Okay.
ya. Siapa ya? Sebentar,
Okay, that's
namanya.
okay. We have operator that will presenting your PowerPoint.
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, Dr. Rita. So the time is yours, please.
Fiska.
Yes, ma'am.
Fiska, please play my video. Would you like to play my video?
Okay, for
All right, ma'am.
okay, maybe for Fajar, you can share the video first.
Salah apa sih? Clear. Kasih es krim. Terus?
Okay, guys.
Not this one. Not this one.
Sama.
Not this one. Fiska, not that one.
All right, ma'am.
Nah, yeah. Good. Okay. Okay, thank you. And one more, please. The second video.
Pak Rio, tambah 1, 24 Juli 2021. Benur, sosialisasi. Nah, ini sebelah lagi, ada lagi. Ini. Wah, banyak nih tarikannya.
Coba kita lihat dari sini. Oh, minyak ya, besar-besar. Kita lihat di sana. Coba lihat, buka. Oh, ini baru berapa kali nih? Sekali. Baru sekali. Coba lihat. 2 kali ya? Udah banyak. Wah, Masya Allah. Mabruk insya Allah. Dan kolam-kolam kita masih menanti sejauh mata memandang untuk dipanen nanti. Dan sampai akhirnya finish dan sukses budidaya buat kita semua. Amin. Allahumma amin.
Nah, set sebelah ini treatment saya beda. Warnanya agak kehijauan, coklat kehijauan. Busanya juga putih. Tapi udang yang di sini lebih sehat. Warna air yang ini.
Okay. Thank you, MC. And would you please to play the PowerPoint for me, please? Yes, thank you, MC. Thank you, operator. In this occasion, I want to like to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Rita Rustika. I am first Vice Dean at the Fisheries and Marine Science Faculty, Universitas Padjadjaran. Yeah. Today I want to share my PowerPoint. Yeah. Namely mariculture tourism, especially Faname culture in Indonesia. Maybe this occasion I want to I will share about 10 minutes maybe, yeah, and after that operator or MC akan membagi ya, will divide your group ya, to about 9 groups ya, and to discuss about something, and after that the group must be presentation about her field discussion ya. Next please. What can mariculture tourism offer? One of the example in shrimp aquaculture, where Indonesia became the second largest country in the world as a shrimp producer. Conflict element we don't have. They are not any conflict. In fact, all of the elements are supporting each other. Supporting each other started from the government, businessmen, community, academic, and public media. We know as pentahelic collaboration. Pentahelic collaboration. There are government, businessmen, community, academic, and public media. Yeah? So we can hear. Next, please. Next, please. Next, please. Yes. The State of World Fisheries and Aquaculture, yeah, published from FAO, yeah, United Nations. We can see that Global capture fisheries and aquaculture production from 1990 until 2030. Yeah, we can see the graphic like that. Yeah, total capture fisheries, we have stagnant productivity. Yeah, stagnant productivity, and aquaculture for human consumption, it's apa namanya, increase, ya, increase. So we must go to aquaculture, ya, aquaculture. Next, please. Next, please. Halo. Halo, operator. Nah, thank you. Selection of species for mariculture, yeah. We choose many commodity, but the selection is species with high commercial value, high market demand, yeah, local or international, very depending on region, competition, fish species, and crustacean species, yeah. We choose shrimp, yeah, shrimp culture. We can see that. We can see the slide. Yeah, there is Panami, white leg shrimp. Yeah, next please. Next please. Next please. Fajar. Ah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. This is Panaeus panami, yeah, or white leg shrimp. You know, Indonesia became a second exporter Panaeus panami, yeah, to the world, and it's very apa namanya? First is maybe Peru, yeah, Peru, and the second position is our country, Indonesia. Next, please. Next, please. Yes, and the slide describe about production cycle of shrimp. Yeah, you can see in this slide. Yeah, cycle production of shrimp like that. Yeah, and the right figure, we can see that there are fry, yeah? shrimp fry, or we call benur, ya, dalam bahasa Indonesia, in bahasa benur, benih urang, ya, benih urang, or we call benur, ya. Yeah, next please. Next please. In this slide, we can see that there are physical production facilities. Yeah, physical production facilities. There are plastic coated pond. Yeah, we can see in this slide there are plastic coated pond. Yeah, and electricity. Yeah, and access for vehicle or internet. Yeah, for vehicle and internet, and sea and freshwater supply. Yeah, we know that mariculture or shrimp culture use about 15 ppm. Yeah, saline water. It is mixture from saline water or seawater with fresh water. Yeah, so we must have sea and freshwater supply. Yeah, and the other is a pedal wheel. We can see in this figure. Yeah, there are a pedal wheel. Yeah, pedal wheel, and boat. Yeah, boat atau perahu in bahasa, and dock. Yeah, dock is dermaga. We can see at the end of the apa namanya jauh itu ya, ada dock atau dermaga begitu ya. Okay. There are physical production facilities for successful shrimp culture. Yeah. Next, please. Nah, this is biological production facilities. Biological production facilities. Yeah. We must have good shrimp seed or fry. Yeah. Good shrimp seed or fry, and feed that sweet nutritional feed needs. Yeah. And mouth opening. When we choose the kind of feed, we can see that nutritional feed, ya, we must see mouth opening, ya. Jadi semuanya tuh harus tahu seberapa besar kebutuhan dari ini, ya, dari udang itu sendiri. Juga buka apa, gitu ya. And additional ingredients like probiotic, like probiotic or prebiotic, biofloc or enzyme, and so on and so on. Yeah. Yes, please. There are many types of tourism from Dr. Leong, yeah, domestic, international, outbound, business, adventure, yeah, wildlife, medical, wellness, pilgrim, culture, dark, culinary, celebrity or film, educational, cruise on rural, etc. And shrimp aquaculture can be a tourist attraction in category 6, 12, and 14. Yeah, 14 category. It means tourist attraction in wildlife, in culinary, and educational. Yeah. Next, please. What can mariculture tourism offer to tourists? Ya, tadi sudah disampaikan juga bahwa knowledge in seafood production or biological requirement stage, ya, or culture method constraint, ya, dissemination the awareness of environmental conservation, interaction experiences, feed production, feeding, fish harvest or selection, experience as aquaculturist, angling, etc. And seafood testing, ya. There are attraction for tourists, ya. Next, please. Next, please. This is assignment for you, ya. Please discuss the papers below for 10 minutes, then present it for today, ya. We have three paper, ya, from Dr. Leo, ya. We can see in this slide, yeah, we have 3. So we can discuss 10 minutes and then present it for all of you, ya. MC, punten, tolong dibagi saja nanti ininya, apa namanya, para mahasiswanya. Siapa MC di sini, Pak? Siapa nih di sini MC-nya?
Yes, ma'am. Halo. There is Salim and Aisyah.
Siapa?
Salim and Aisyah.
Salim. Oh, ini Salim ya?
Yes.
Salim. Taran banget kacamatanya Salim. Tolong Ibu ini ya, tolong dipandu. Jadi teman-temannya itu apa namanya, untuk berdiskusi terkait dengan 3 paper ini. Kan ada 3 ya. Kemarin kan Dr. Leong menyampaikan ini. Pertama ada coastal tourist interest in value added aquaculture based, ya, culinary tourism opportunities. Itu tinggal diklik aja DOI-nya, diklik aja DOI-nya. Kemudian juga yang kedua tourist attitude toward the benefit of mariculture. Nah, itu juga yang kedua. Nah, ini setiap paper itu dibagi ke ketiga grup. Ya, dibagi ke 3 grup, kemudian silakan didiskusikan sekitar 10 menit. Nanti mereka itu tiap 5 menit itu nanti dipresentasikan. Ya, paham nggak? Tadi saya sudah sampaikan ke teman kamu yang tadi kontak ke Ibu.
Alright, ma'am.
Gitu ya, bisa ya?
Oke.
Ya, jadi 3 paper ini, diulang ya, 3 paper ini tolong dibagikan ke 9 grup. Nanti setiap grup kan ada badinya, ada 2 ya. Nah, nanti setiap grup itu, setiap satu paper ini dibagi ke 3. Dibagi ke 3 grup, ya kan? Nanti mereka langsung diskusi, nanti didiskusikan ini 10 menit, kemudian nanti ke depannya ada 9 kelompok, 5 menit aja nanti mereka untuk menyampaikan gagasan-gagasannya atau apapun lah ya terkait dengan paper ini, apakah mau dikasih komentar atau apa, silahkan gitu ya. Paham ya, Salim ya?
Yes, alright, ma'am.
Thank you, Salim.
Okay, so for all the participants, after this we have a discussion session.
Oke, Salim ya, saya mau nonaktif dulu ya. Tapi saya monitor. Saya monitor ya.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So guys, every group will divide to 3 or 9 breakout room, and each group will get 1 journal that's told by Dr. Rita, and yeah, 1 journal for 3 groups. And you have 10 minutes to discussion about that journal, and after that, you will presenting about the result from your discussion for 5 minutes. Did you get it? Or any question?
Okay, you will assign automatically, so just join the breakout room we assign you.
Okay. If you have any question, just ask to us.
Okay, you may join the break room, yeah? Operator, do you already open the break room? Okay, you will be guided by the buddies for in each breakout room, so don't worry. If you have questions later, ask your charge.
We can see the breakout room.
You cannot see the breakout room. Okay.
Yeah, I can see the breakout room.
Okay, I'm sorry, we just opened the breakout room. You may join the breakout room now.
Okay. Thank you, thank you.
Yes. I haven't seen the breakout room yet. Okay.
Okay, just wait. The operator will help you to join the breakout room by manual.
Yes. Cannot see the breakout room yet. Okay, wait a minute. I think we have a problem. Wait.
It's okay, it's okay. Yeah, take your time to fix the breakout room.
Okay, while waiting, have you guys seen the yeah? You may want to read it first while waiting for the breakout room. Group 2 doesn't have buddy in there. Could okay. Okay, wait a minute. some of you already joined the breakout room, but some of you didn't see the breakout room. Okay, have you seen the breakout room? Not yet. Okay.
Oh, we can see the breakout room.
Okay. Okay.
Can you see that right now?
No,
Whoa.
not yet. We can see.
Wow.
No, we only see the part. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we have a little trouble with opening the breakout room, so if you don't mind to wait a little bit, we're still contacting our operator. Have you seen the breakout room yet?
Not yet, Aisyah, but I think Fajar is preparing the breakout room.
Okay.
Just wait.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
It's okay. It's okay. We're still waiting here.
Okay, while we waiting for the breakout room, how about I want to choose one of you to say something about that earlier presenting from Dr. Rita. So what do you think about mariculture and tourism that has explained by Dr. Rita? Anyone? Maybe volunteer? Maybe you have another insight in your country about mariculture. How about from Vietnam? Because Dr. Rita mentioned your country earlier. Who want to volunteer? May I choose one?
Hello, is anybody having trouble? Guys, if you have any trouble joining the breakout room, just choose any breakout room because it's random. So it's okay if you don't join the breakout room according to your group because it's random. Is anyone having trouble joining the breakout room? Yeah, so you can choose random group, just choose random breakout room. Nguyen Tran and Ngotun, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Have you guys have any problem joining the breakout room? You may tell it to us and we will help you assign you to the breakout room. For Nurjayanti and Ngotunanmin, have you guys, do you have any problem joining the breakout room?
Yes, I don't know why.
What seems to be a problem? So you can choose, did you see the breakout room option?
Yes, I click OK.
You can choose any breakout room because it's a random group.
Where?
Have you seen the join breakout room? There are like nine breakout room.
Oh.
Have you seen it?
I don't see the option.
You don't see the option? Okay, so wait, let me assign you then. Let me help you put in the breakout room. Fajar, can you assign Nurjayanti?
Wait a moment, please.
Okay. Ngotunat Min from Vietnam. If you have a bad connection, you may. Okay, let me assign you first then. For Lum Zhenghua from Karimun Java Group, do you have any problem? Okay, we'll just assign you then. Kristen, Kristen, do you have any trouble? Okay. Kristen from Philippines, do you have any trouble? Fajar buat Christine and Lum Zhenghua bisa di-assign nggak? Apa nggak bisa?
Bentar ya. Soalnya di breakout room udah nggak ada lagi, udah pada masuk. Maksudnya dalam main room udah nggak ada lagi, adanya ke breakout room semua.
Oh gitu. Kok nggak bisa nih?
Di breakout room 2 tidak ada body.
Oh my God. Right.
Dian bisa masuk nggak ke 2 tadi?
Yang nggak ada body, yang room berapa? Ini ada 3 body di room 6. Aku pindah aja kali ya.
Yang room 2.
Room 2 ya, Bu ya. Fajar pindah ya, Bu.
Kayaknya badinya harus kasih tahu juga, suruh sadar diri untuk masuk room masing-masing gitu.
Maaf, TB aku bisanya masuk ke room 7 teh. Di-assign soalnya nggak bisa milih.
Indri bisa tolong ini nggak pindahin Dian ke grup 2. Kalau tadi ini Bu, anak-anak badinya nggak bisa milih kelompoknya soalnya otomatis jadi harus dipindahin sama host.
Dian room berapa? Aku pindah ke room 2.
Kalau gitu sama Fajar semua badi jadikan co-host.
Oh ya Bu, sebentar ya Bu.
Kristener. Still on the main room.
Kalau misalnya jadiin co-host berarti pas udah di main room ya. Soalnya Bu, ini belum bisa nge-co-hostin
Iya,
siapapun.
Iya betul.
Iya, Bu.
Semua kelompok udah ada jar badinya.
Kayaknya mah
satu nggak ada.
Iya, room 1 nggak ada. Paling
Pindahin aja atau aku masuk. Atau yang bertumpuk dipindahin aja, langsung di move aja nggak apa-apa.
Siapapun ini.
Iya nggak apa-apa. Ntar aku kasih tahu di grup badi.
Aku ngeinin Teh Adinda ya ke room 1.
Recording in progress.
Aisyah, ini diskusinya 10 menit kan ya?
Iya, tadi aku juga lihat udah remainingnya juga tinggal 10 menit. Tadi kamu ininya 15 menit kan ya?
Iya, 15 menit.
Oke. Ibunya mana ya? Ibu Rita. Guys, Ibu Rita ketarik jangan-jangan ya? Jar, kamu bisa lihat nggak Bu Rita di mana?
Tapi punten bisa masukin aku ke breakout room nggak? Soalnya di sini nggak ada pilihannya.
Yang belum ada badinya di mana? Bentar ya. Room 1 nggak apa-apa ya, Rolin.
Room 1 si Dinda susah masuk, jadi tadi ada dari Vietnam yang.
Oh iya, ke room 1 aja kali ya.
Coba,
Udah Bu, lagi join.
Duh.
세상이 멈춰서 아무런 예고도 없이 꿈은 기다림을 몰라서 눈치 없이 와버렸어 발자국이 지워진 거리 여기 남아져 있는 나 혼자 가는 시간이 미안해 말도 없이 오늘도 비가 내릴 것 같아 흠뻑 젖어버린 날 아직도 멈추질 않아 저 먹구름보다 빨리 달려가 그럼 될 줄 알았는데 나 겨우 사람인가 봐 몹시 아프네 세상이란 놈이 지갑기 덕분에 눌러보는 먼지 쌓인 되감기 넘어진 채 청하는 엇박자의 춤 겨울이 오면 진짜 뜨거운
Mana?
Ya,
Ya, kenapa?
katanya ini apa? Pada minta waktu lebih boleh. Tinggal 1 menit lagi. Atau gimana?
Gimana ya? Bisa diedit gak sih? Kalau nggak salah nggak bisa diedit deh. Jadi mereka otomatis harus
Kayaknya nggak bisa deh.
Ibu Rita.
MC.
Ibu kayaknya kurang waktunya, Bu. Diskusinya.
Dibuat still open bisa nggak?
Apa?
Kayaknya kurang,
Gimana?
Bu. Waktu untuk diskusinya kurang kayaknya. Pada minta waktu lebih, gimana, Bu?
Oh, ya udah. Apa, tapi nanti berarti presentasinya nggak tiap grup ya. Jadi tiap 3 grup aja. Jadi kita punya 3 kelompok saja. Nggak apa-apa. Biar mereka kalau lagi anteng diskusi nggak apa-apa. Itu lebih baik daripada terburu-buru tapi nggak ada dapat apa-apa gitu ya. Boleh kita kasih waktu sekitar 10 menit lagi gitu. Nanti tiap kelompok 10 menit cukup ya. 3 kelompok gitu Neng ya. Putri.
Iya, Bu. Tapi kebetulan udah balik juga nih karena otomatis. Coba ya sebentar.
Kenapa nggak kedengaran?
Iya, karena tadi kan breakout room-nya otomatis, Bu. Jadi udah balik juga karena waktunya cuma 15 menit tadi awalnya.
Alah. Oh, langsung ya? Otomatis ya?
Otomatis, Bu.
Kenapa tadi pas mereka pada minta nggak di ini aja ya? Nggak segera dimatiin otomatisnya? Tuh pada keluar lagi, lihat. Pada balik lagi. Masuk ke breakout room.
Fajar tadi Fajar buka lagi ya breakout room-nya ya?
Nggak tahu tuh tadi pas itu langsung kebuka gitu.
Soalnya pada balik lagi sebentar ya. Pada baliknya ke roomnya nggak ya?
Kayaknya sih balik lagi ke room yang tadi sih, soalnya ini Teh Dinda juga ada di room 1.
Oke, sebentar. Ini masih ada yang di room nih peserta.
Nggak apa, Putri ya. Nanti, halo Putri.
Ibu. Ibu.
Putri.
Iya, Ibu.
Kan kita waktunya sampai 14.50. 14.50, jadi kita masih punya waktu 50 menit lagi. Itu kan longgar sebetulnya. Jadi kita kasih waktu aja 20 menit lagi buat mereka diskusi ya, tolong umumkan. 20 menit lagi mereka diskusi dan mempersiapkan tampilannya, dan tidak perlu satu kelompok berberapa ya. Jadi intinya biasanya kan 9 kelompok, ini jadi 3 kelompok aja. Jadi 3 kelompok aja. Ya, paham ya Putri ya?
Iya, Bu. Baik.
Keren. Oke. Aku boleh sambil jalan, boleh ya, mau terus ke luar kota. Tapi aku standby terus kok. Ya?
Baik, Bu. Baik.
Makasih ya. Tapi aku standby kok.
Aisyah izin share lagu ya.
Tar dulu Fajar. Ini masih ada yang di room nih. Bentar ya, aku bilang dulu. For participant who's still in the main room, you may join the break room. You assigned to, because we have like 20 more minutes for discussion time. Is there anyone having trouble joining the breakout room? Hello? Daniel? Ethan, Darmisi, for participant who's still in the main room, have you guys, I can see the breakout room. Okay, wait, yeah. Which room were you before, Maisara?
Group 4, group 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will assign you manually. Fajar, can you assign Maisara to a breakout room 5?
Yes.
Okay. For Angga, Kahairul, and then Darmisri, and then Ethan, have you guys have any problem? Sorry, my connection. Okay. Okay. Okay, Darmisri.
So now we have to go back to the break room.
Yes, you still have like 20 minutes to discuss.
Okay.
Okay. You may go. Okay, if you guys cannot join by yourself, we will assign you. Just say your group name in the chat box and we will assign you manually. Okay, for Darmisri and Angga, wait, please wait a moment. Our operator will assign you. Okay, for Ethan Nguyen, Nguyen Tao Trang from Labuan Bajo Group and Fanny Nguyen. Do you have any trouble joining the breakout room? Okay. I was in group 9. Okay, we will assign you. Wait a moment. Fanny Nguyen is from group 9 ya, Fajar. And then for Nguyen Tao Trang, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Which group were you before? Udah, Fajar kayaknya udah.
Ini 12 menit lagi ya. Tadi pas Ibu ngomong udah 20 menit, jadi nggak apa-apa ya. Nggak usah diperpanjang
Nggak
lagi.
apa-apa. Oke. Nanti kalau ibunya, Ibu Ritanya mana?
Jadi semua orang udah ada badinya.
Kelompok gua belum ada badinya.
Nggak kedengeran.
Aku pindah yang lain aja kali ya untuk masuk ke grup 2 atau nah.
Badi kelompok 2 siapa?
Kurang tahu, Bu. Fajar. Oh, ada Indri masuk sama Dian. Udah ada.
Aslinya badi kelompok 2 lagi kelas, Bu. Jadi di backup sama panitia.
Sok masuk aja, siapa aja.
Gimana caranya?
I hear a lot of about sinners. Don't think that I'll be a saint, but I might go down to the river. 'Cause the way that the sky opens up when we touch it, it's making me say that the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feel so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star, can't wait another second. 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feel so holy. I don't do well with the drama, and no, I can't stand it being fake. No, 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 no. I don't believe in Nirvana, but the way that we love in the night gave me life, baby. I can't explain it. The way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feel so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star, can't wait another second. 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feel so holy. They say we're too young and the pimps and the players say don't go crushing. Wise men say fools rushing, but I don't know. They say we're too young and the pimps and the players say don't go crushing. Wise men say fools are rushing, but I don't know.
Chance, the rapper.
The first that pleases the Father might be the hardest to take, but when you come out of the water, I'm a believer, my heart is fleshy. Life is short with a temper, like Joe Pesci. They always come and sing your praises, your name is catchy, but they don't see you how I see you. Parlay and Desi, cross tween.
Okay. Is anybody having trouble joining the breakout room? Laura, Mahmoud, Arabi,
Yes, I
Marvel.
cannot join the breakout room. I'm still trying.
Okay. Just say which group you are in,
I'm in group
and we
3.
will assign you. Pardon?
Group 3.
Group 3. Okay. For Fajar, can you assign Mahmoud Arabi to the group 3?
Yes, of course. Wait a moment, please.
Okay. For others who have trouble joining the breakout room, just tell us which group you are in on the chat box, and we will assign you manually. Laura, Melena, Melanie Ansheta, Marvel Rose, Tivia, and Neil Maver. Do you have any problem joining the breakout room? Wait. For Milena, you were in a group 2. Okay. Okay, wait a moment. We will assign you manually.
I am Tivia from group 2.
Okay. Okay, our operator will assign you. Wait a moment. Okay, so tell us which group you were in the discussion, yeah, not the group you were, not the island group.
drug that I quit. No doctor could help when I'm lost.
아마도 잠깐일지도 몰라. 우리 뭘 찾아서 헤매는 걸까. 불안한 내 눈빛 속에 널 담아. 아프더라도 너만 있으면 돼.
Group 2. Okay. Wait a moment. Okay, so once again, the group is the discussion group earlier, not the group you belong to. Okay, so let's see how many time left. So we have around 1.5 minutes.
Selama ini ribuan hari ku dekat denganmu, lewati berbagai hal ku ada di sisimu. Tanpa kau tahu perasaanku padamu, sendiri ku berharap memberi kasih walau tak kembali. I may be not yours and you were not mine, but I'll be there for you when you need me. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted still. I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. I'll be fucked up if you can't be right here. I'll be fucked up if you can't be right here. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. When I'm away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love. It's been difficult for me to trust, and I'm afraid that I'ma fuck it up. Ain't no way that I can leave you stranded, cause you ain't never left me empty-handed. And you know that I can't live without you. So baby stay.
Okay, I think everyone already finished their discussion, right, Kang Sam?
Yes, we have finished our discussion, Aisha. That's a very great discussion, I think.
Okay, now it's time for the presentation, but before that, we will call Mrs. Rita first. Mrs. Rita?
Hello, Dr. Rita. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay, Dr. Rita, everyone already finished their discussion, and I think they are ready to to give their presentation. Okay. Yes, maybe any group will want to volunteer first to present to give their result of the discussion. Any group?
Come on, guys.
Which group is ready first, or wait?
Okay.
Okay, room 5. Okay, let's call the room 5. Okay. Hannah and Michael. Okay. If you guys are ready, just unmute your mic. Do you have any presentations, or you want to share screen, or?
Yeah, we have. I think so.
Wait. Can you do the share screen?
Okay, we have Hannah and Michael. Okay. Okay, Michael.
Hi, guys. Okay, good luck, guys.
Okay.
So I will share the screen for you, okay? It's about the second article. And I will briefly talk about the background of the article. It is about this one, discussion about the availability of local quality shellfish marine culture can help to distinguish coastal tourism destination and enhance the experience by using food product and unique cultural environment maritime economy, and which can help they use another subject to support this, and like making food, making product offering, and eating and tasting food, listening to chef talks and cultural event, taking cooking class. And still there's some negative about the public attitude about the marine farming infrastructure and viewscape recreational waterways. I think it's mostly about the infrastructure and pollution. This article could help the local and non-local to have the better understand about the responsible tourism products and in attracting socially and environmentally, and help to get a better sustainable tourism development by focusing sustainable food products and enhance knowledge and attitude about products quality and benefit. About the method. This is three main subjects that include in this article. It's subject about the quality marine, subject knowledge about marine farming significant effect on attitude toward quality of marine farm seafood. And another one is the benefit of regional marine farming. The third one is attitude toward quality marine farm seafood will have a significant effect in intention to involve in marine farming related to tourism opportunities. The fourth one is about the attitude towards the benefit of region. It's about like this one. And about the method of the article, the research conducted in the USA, America, and the southern region is mainly conducted with two main subjects. The visitor, which means is the non-local, and the resident is the local tourism. And they use the questionnaire, have 5 levels of agreement from strongly disagree to strongly agree. The information about the questions of these questionnaires is related to marine farm was better than wild, right? No. The information of these article related to the rates of your knowledge, the marine farm, seafood, and where, and let me get to this one. This is better. Yes. These are the questions including in the questionnaire, and these are the main information of this about the knowledge, the benefit of the social environment, the economic, having marine culture, and combine between marine culture and tourism, the quality of maybe marine culture, the intention of marine culture. And the result I found is the benefit. The method used in this article is something, some specific they use to analyze the number is this one, this one, this one, and the SEM, SEM, suggests relationship among the unobserved constructs. About the results, they not only compare between the local and non-local tourism, they also compare the background information such as the stage, where they come from, and origin tourists, that is non-local and local tourists. About the gender, women or men. About the age, range from 30 to 70 about the education and about the household income and marital status. I was quite surprised about this one. And I found that this result is the lowest one is where the marine farm. Where's the marine farm area are located in the water? I don't know the meaning behind this, but I found the lowest and the highest one, and the environmental sustainable of marine farm. The second one is the benefit, which is the lowest is enhancing increased fishing, and the highest is helping improve the local water quality, and so on to this one. To the discussion and conclusion. About the discussion, they found that if local and non-local tourism have higher knowledge about farming, marine farming, they will have a positive, likely to have a positive attitude about this objective, like in economic, cultural, environmental contribution, and therefore communication between marine cultural industry, government, consumer should be strengthened. Positive public attitude. Another one is some even have knowledge about these, but they not trust the knowledge when making decisions. They making decisions mostly based on their attitude about the marine about this marine farming. Finally, they are highly aware the marine farming is less likely to involve in marine farming-based tourism activity if they not think the marine farming is responsible activity with regard to benefit the community. It means they don't care about the marine farming if that marine farming does not contribute to the economy. And come to the final one, conclusion. I will give it to Michael, okay?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, clearly.
Okay, the results and discussion are discussed already. That's why the following conclusions are drawn based on this study, this journal. One of the implications of this study are very important to know that the growing of marine farming industry can take advantage of tourism to improve the public awareness of the social and environmental benefits of marine farming and marine farm. And of course, the seafood project, while generating additional income to the area, it's simultaneously. And of course, because of this tourism is directly experiencing of individual with the industry, it can be regarded as a tool to overcome the distorted or the unshaped, the uncoded image of marine farming. And it is reminded that the public, it must be in the positive aspects of the industry. However, the study stresses that marine farming should successfully manage not only on the quality of their products, but also to collaborate. The collaboration is very important to promote the benefits of the industry in that particular area. And yes, of course, the collaboration is one way to attract and satisfy socially and environmentally the conscious tourists, the tourist people. And one of the conclusions that the results could differ in other spatial time, the context, because the public and attitude for marine farming today and marine farm seafood are subject to progress and in growing techniques and public policies relating the policies, the techniques in the marine farming. And lastly, the conclusion of this study is to the studies on tourists that they need to have the responsible decision-making process should be conducted to determine, of course, there is the relationship among knowledge, the attitude, the intention, the variables, and a variety of types of tourism products in different contexts. One of the aquaculture or the marine culture tourism is for the different purposes such as pearl culture. And we know the pearl culture is very important. That's why we need to have taste. We need to determine the relationship among the knowledge and the attitude. The pearl culture, which mainly aims to produce gemstones. That is the conclusion of this study, and thank you for listening. Good day.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Michael and Anna. That's very great presentation. But because the time, we're going to the next group. So there is anyone to sponsoring their group? Yep, that's very amazing presentation from the group. Okay, if there nobody want to volunteer group, room 8, I think amazing. Room 8. Who is room 8? Oh, come on. Room 8, 9, or 4, or 1? Who got the first group to want to presenting? Okay, Jackie and Hyrule from room 8. Jackie and Hyrule, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. Jackie and Hyrule. Where is Hyrule? Okay, that's all right. Jackie, are you ready to presenting your discussion?
Yes.
Okay, Jackie, the time is yours, please.
Can everyone see the screen?
Yes, very clearly.
I will be talking about this journal about exploring the potential for marine aquaculture to contribute to ecosystem service. My name is Jackie and I'm from the random breakout room number 8. So I should begin. So here are the questions. I think everyone have the same questions. So the first question is, why did they make the research? So it is actually to provide a basis of understanding to what might be possible to achieve with marine culture when planning and managed in a way that encourages service provisioning. So the main idea of this research is not for profit, but for ecological sustainability. So they want to identify which resources are lacking and therefore provide guidance about future research priorities on which research base to focus on and insight regarding the current uncertainties related to marine culture and its ecosystem provisioning. So the method they used in the research is the economics, ecosystems, and TEB framework for considering the suitable ecosystem services by mariculture, and it defines 4 broad of categories for classifying the ecosystem services. So the categories are provisioning, regulating, supporting, and cultural, which are, I think, are explained in previous lectures during this summer course. So the result of the research is that they identified ecosystem services associated based on farm types like fish, bivalve. They also found that certain services were most often delivered by specific farm types. So for example, like the habitat services, they are most often associated with fish farms. So the conclusion of the research is that the analysis uncovered substantial evidence for positive contributions of mariculture to a wide range of ecosystem goods and services beyond their key commercial goal. So it is important to understand how and when marine ecosystems can contribute to ecosystem service provisioning. And this has a significant implication to improve sustainability. So if we successfully design mariculture systems that produce important ecosystem services while minimizing negative impacts, and this can actually help steer mariculture towards a more sustainable future. And also it can provide profits as well, but a sustainable development is the main focus of this research. And overall, once key commercial benefits such as food production were excluded, nutrient removal was the most documented and coastal protection was the least documented service provided by mariculture. So this is the one I mentioned before, the priorities that can be set by future researchers if they want to focus on how to make mariculture a more sustainable field. So that is all from group 8, I think.
Okay, thank you, Jack. Very great presentation, very informative and exciting. Very interesting. Okay, we're going to the next group. Which group? Aisha, maybe you can choose one group.
And this will be the last group, yeah, maybe. Okay, let me choose.
So sorry, guys.
Yes, unfortunately, we have a limited time, so maybe from group 4, maybe. Oh, which group? Yes, breakout room 4.
Okay, we have Paula and Daivan.
Okay, you have around 5 minutes to presentation for the presentation. Okay, time is yours.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah. Probably I will start by introducing the our research the presentation first. So we're going to present about our review about research from Kim 2020. It's about tourist attitude towards the benefits of mariculture. Because we only have 5 minutes, we're not gonna through on the details of the research, but try to kind of present it to as efficient as we can, so you can get the meaning of the research. So we'll start the research, the presentation with some of the terms that going to be used in this research, and then we'll be follow up with research aim, methodology, and the findings and the conclusion. So to start the presentation, I give the presentation to Paula to start.
All right, so I hope I'm audible. As my partner mentioned, we'll be starting with the important terms. So this paper distinguishes between sustainable and responsible tourism. It mentions that sustainable and responsible tourism share commonalities, but that responsible tourism places more emphasis on the behaviors of individual actors. Responsible tourism is a behavior and actor-based view where consumers, suppliers, and governments all have responsibility in helping sustainability thrive in tourism. Aquaculture is one of the terms mentioned in this paper. It's broadly considered to be the farming of aquatic organisms, but this paper does focus on mariculture or marine farming, which is simply understood as cultivation in saltwater environments. This paper extensively discusses the effect of negative public attitude to marine farming. A negative public attitude toward marine farming could carry over to attitudes toward marine tourism destinations that promote mariculture or include marine farming infrastructure in the viewscape and recreational waterways. This will be discussed later on a bit by my partner. So the relationship between marine farming and tourism is that seafood is being used as a branding mechanism, and this strategy helps attract more tourists. A number of tourism studies argue that the cultural value of the commercial fishing industry has described seafood as a tourist attraction, including experiences at the local fish market or the working waterfront, as we've experienced in the field trip the other day. So now I'm going to hand over the floor to my partner.
So I'm just follow up with the research aim. This research aims to explore the role of the tourist attitude toward mariculture and perception of its benefit within the context of their travel decision-making process. Next. And the methodology, I won't go to the details of it, but just an outline of the methodology. So the research was, the research was did in southeastern region of the USA using the survey questionnaire for data collection methods, and they got respondents of 941 tourists, and the framework that they used to kind of see through this research is they're using the theory called planned behavior model. Next, what is theory of planned behavior? The theory of planned behavior is actually a theory that tell you how the behavior was made, influenced by several type of element, like what we saw here is a perceived knowledge on something to move them to purchase or making decision to purchase. Usually used in management or social science. And in this research, the plan in the planned behavior framework, so the perceived benefits that marine farming is still considered to be to have a negative impact towards environment. Therefore, this research is being done to kind of investigate deeper on how this attitude, how this element can influence the attitude of tourists to engage in mariculture tourism. So next. So basically, the research finding is all about saying that subjective knowledge toward mariculture tourism is an important element to for tourists to come to the mariculture and have engaged in tourism activities. Well, the detailed finding of this research mentioned about how the subjective knowledge, particularly about the benefit of mariculture towards community and environment, is a main element for them to engage in this type of tourism. Next, well, I won't go through the details of these conclusions, but I try to conclude it in my own words. So basically, this research tell us that that most of the tourists that come to the mariculture to engage with their tourism activities actually already have their perceived benefits to it. Sorry, perceived knowledge about the mariculture benefit, particularly to the community and environment, namely economic, socials, and environmental impacts. Well, what they also said that most of the tourists who comes to the mariculture facilities, they don't really understand. They don't really know the process in the mariculture facilities. They don't know. Sorry, they don't know the risk and the safety process inside it. So when they come to that, the research suggests that if the mariculture facilities can provide the type of knowledge to them, it could be an added value for their intention to engage with mariculture tourism. So in summary, in the final conclusion is that it is important for mariculture facilities or mariculture activities to focus on to have a focus on benefiting surrounding areas, particularly community and the environments. And it's also important for them when for them to educate tourists who comes to the facilities, as they don't really know what how the sustainable practice in the mariculture facilities itself in terms of their daily practice. So well, the significance of this research, of course, for industry is that the industry can practice this idea of having sustainable practice to attract sustainable tourism to come to their facilities. And also it's important they can use this mariculture type of tourism to promote their sustainable behavior or their sustainable practice. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you for Paula and Daivan. So great presentation and interesting about farming, mariculture, and tourism. Give applause to Paula and Daivan, guys. Okay, so because the time is limited, so unfortunately, sorry for guys who not get a chance to presenting your result discussion, but we're going to the next session, and this is a little bit interesting session, I think. So what we have next, Aisha?
Before we move on to the next session, maybe Ibu Rita wants to say a closing to the lectures or something.
Yes.
to Ibu Rita. Dr. Rita.
Hello, Dr. Rita.
Okay, let's see. Is there Dr. Rita here?
Dr. Rita is here, but I think she a little bit busy. Maybe we must to call her together. Hey, Dr. Rita, are you there?
Dr. Rita, are you here with us? Well, Salim, I guess Dr. Rita has a problem with this signal, yeah, because she's on.
Okay. Okay. That's okay. That's all right.
Okay, let's. And guys, if you have any questions, you may ask about the lectures. You may inform your buddy. You may ask your buddy, and then your buddy will deliver to Dr. Rita. And then let's move on to the next agenda, which is the marine conservation program. I'm sorry. We'll move on to the next agenda, which is the information about marine conservation program, right, Salim?
Yes, from Mirs Titin, from Faculty of Fisheries and Marine Science. He will tell us about the master program. Hello, Mr. Titin. Are you stick with us? Hello.
Oh, okay. So, I guess.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Putri, and everyone.
Okay. Hello, Pak Fidi. Hello, Mr. Fidi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, good. How about you?
Okay. You're substitute the Mr. Stitin, right?
Yes, exactly. So, yeah, for today, opportunity, I'd like to represent our head program of study program marine conservation.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Fidi. I give to you. Please, the time is yours.
Okay, how long is it? Is it 10 minutes, right?
10 minutes.
Yes, 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Okay, please allow me to share my screen. Okay, can you see my slide clearly?
Very clear.
Okay, good. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're doing well in this virtual summer program. It's interesting like always, yeah. So today I'd like to give a little bit information about our master program in marine conservation. So as you probably know that actually this study program already established since 2019, yeah, and we just obtained a very good accreditation from the National Accreditation Committee in 2021, yeah, and to Dr. Yudi Nur Ihsan, and also the Vice Dean, Dr. Rita Rostika, and for the head of Marine Conservation Study Program is led by Dr. Titin Herawati. So the vision about this study program itself is to become a higher education provider that is recognized not only nationally, but also internationally in the field of marine conservation by 2024. And the mission itself is, well, quite a lot, but we would like to organize quality education in the field of marine conservation in general. And of course, as just like, yeah, other marine conservation program, we need to conduct good research and to produce high quality scientific publication and also contribute to the society, especially people who live in the and to establish a strategic cooperative relationship with the community, government, and universities. And the aim for the study program itself is quite a lot, but generally we want to produce a graduate who have independence, integrity, good leadership, and they are able to contribute significantly to the development of marine conservation and give benefit the life of society. And for the lecture itself, we have a permanent lecturer who are coming not only from the Faculty of Fisheries and Marine Sciences, but also other faculty in Universitas Padjadjaran, for instance, from the Faculty of Law, the Faculty of Natural Science, and other faculties. And also we have non-permanent lecturer who are coming from our national and also international collaborators. For instance, we have Prof. Noel Holmgren from SLU from Sweden, and we have Prof. Fadli Samsudin from the Research and Technology Institution, and also the head of the Conservation International, the international NGOs, and many others. And the study focus for this master program is first is marine resources conservation and management of coastal resources and marine and small island. Sorry, as you probably know that Indonesia has quite a lot of island. We are in the world. We have approximately 16,000 islands, can be divided into two types of courses: the compulsory courses, which are 11 courses, yeah, and also the elective courses. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 elective courses. And for the learning outcomes, actually, yeah, we have quite a lot, but again, we need to develop knowledge, technology, or study of the art for the scientific field and professional practice through the research activities, and also the community service to the local society, or at bigger scale. And of course, we need to publish. Yeah, we need to publish high quality research and many others, as you can read in the slides. And for the graduate profile from this study program, first maybe the marine environmentalist, marine researcher, and it could be ecotourism area manager, disaster mitigation expert, and marine environment diplomacy expert. So this is the lecture and student research roadmap so far. So in 2020, we would like to focus on identification and biophysical study of marine conservation areas. And for the next 2 years, we will be focused on community-based conservation monitoring. 2024 for the genetic base of connectivity on marine conservation area, and 2026 is the climate and disaster mitigation in conservation area, policymaking, mapping and development of marine conservation area, and the last but not least, technology development and biodiversity preservation to support the sustainable development goals. And this roadmap could be divided into 3 stages, such as the updating database, research dissemination, and partnership with other collaborators, national and international collaborators, and also research integration and implementation to the local society or bigger scale. And as I mentioned before, we have also the community service as a part of our obligation. And in 2020, we'll be focused on dissemination on resource value in the conservation area. So the local people need to know what they have and what really can benefit them in the future regarding the conservation effort. And also local culture conservation, the indigenous knowledge and other thing, and integrated aquatic conservation area management. So we're not really, let's say, mainly focus on marine ecosystem, but we also can go through the freshwater ecosystem, like the river basin management, because if we can manage the river basin really good, so the damage on the ecosystem, marine ecosystem, could be lesser than we can do. And then the last in this roadmap in 2032 is the improvement quality of life from the people in conservation area. So regarding the collaboration, we have actually quite a lot academic collaboration, consists of national collaborators and also the international collaborators, such as Mie University from Japan, Institut Pertanian Bogor from Indonesia, the Asian Fan, the NGO like Manta Watch, Guangzhou University, Newcastle University, Swedish Agriculture University, Lemang University, Global Fishing Watch, LIPI, and Imanes. So we highly encourage you to register in this interesting program. So in case you are interested, please don't miss the admission period. So normally we have 2 batches. The first batch normally started from June 2021, and the second batch normally will be started around November 2021. So in case you need further information, you can contact this hotline or email or the social media through Instagram, mkl.fpk4. And we have also facilities and infrastructures like aquaculture pond in Ciparanje, and also the floating cage net system in Pangandaran, as you probably seen a couple of days ago for the field trip, virtual field trip. And we also have dive research and simulation pool and many others, and also laboratories which could be divided into 3 or 4 specific study, like marine biotechnology, conservation, hydrooceanography, aquaculture, and many others. And when you registered as students in our program, also, of course, we also have student activities to refresh our brain. So you can participate in many, let's say, field practice like diving community, the biotechnology community, conservation program, like mangrove planting program, and many other activities. So for example, for the student communities, we have Oceanic. They are specialized on diving, the coral reef monitoring program. And we have also the, I think this is the food science, food science program. And we also have Commitment. We have Basics, the one that specializes on marine biotechnology, and other communities. Yeah, I think that would be the end of my presentation. So thank you so much for having me here. Yeah. Thank you, Salim and
Aisha.
Thank you.
Yeah, Aisha.
Yes.
Aisha. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Vidi, for the introduction to marine conservation. So for any person who interested in joining the program, don't forget the nearest admission is on November this year, right? Mr. Fidi?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
if you have any questions, you may contact through the email or the social media attached earlier. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Fidi, for
Yeah.
the.
Thank you. Have a good day for everyone. Yeah. Enjoy the virtual summer program.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay. And Kang Salim, we have around 5 to 10 minutes before we start the last session here, which is the FGD. But before that, I saw that many participants is, I guess, a little bit doze off, sleepy, I guess. So we will start a really fun game. This is a really fun game. So the name games, the games that what. So the rules is pretty simple. You can just guess what animal is this based on the pictures. You may raise your hand and or chat through the chat box. So the operator, can you please share the screen?
Yes, I think it's very simple game. I think you guys can do it.
It is a very simple game.
But I'm not pretty sure.
Okay, so what animal is this? Okay, Kang Salim, maybe we can start now. Okay, so yes. What animal is this? Guys, can you guess what animal is this? You may raise your hand or chat box. Okay, Kang Salim, let's see.
Come on, this is very easy.
I know. Okay, a lot of participants say it's a tortoise or turtle from the chat box.
Okay.
What do you think?
Are you just pretty sure is that is turtle?
I do. I also pretty sure that it is a turtle. So snake.
Let's see the answer.
Someone say snake. Someone say snake and ninja turtle. well, there's
lobster, shrimp.
Many probability. So let's just continue. Let's guess what animal is this. Okay.
Turtle. Oh,
it's not. Oh,
what that?
What is it then?
Oh my god! What the? Oh,
okay. It's a. What is it called? Turtles.
Turtles.
It's turtles.
Who's the guy who make this game?
I don't know. It's a turtle and owl, so it's a turtle, guys. It's not just an owl. It's a turtle.
Turtle and all turtle.
I don't know why this is happening. Okay, let's move on to the next animal. Okay, maybe this time I will ask somebody to answer it. Okay, to the next slide, please.
Okay, let's continue. The next question. And what we have in here?
Okay, wait. Is the slide moving? Not yet. Okay, that was very fun. Let's wait for the presentation. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. No. We already saw the answer. Okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. I think nobody saw that.
Okay.
Next.
What is that animal, guys? Goose, elephant, duck. Oh, come on.
Okay.
We have learned from the previous.
It's a crocodile. No. To guess what is it? You can raise your hand.
Okay, let's try. Raise your hand, guys. Who want to guess that animal?
Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. Swan, a fox, swan, tiger, cat, goose. Oh my god.
Okay, the goose. Okay, not goose.
It's not a goose, guys.
What?
Of course, not a goose. Not a cat.
What that animal?
It's a goose. It's a goose and a horse. Okay, so anybody guess it right?
But by the way, that is a great picture and great animal. I think it's beautiful, pretty beautiful.
Chikus. How can I don't know. I don't know. Horse cute. Okay. So okay. Let's move on to the next slide. Kang Salim, maybe this is will be the last, yeah?
Yes, last. Oh, this is very simple, but
Make
I
sure
don't
you
really...
get it right.
Yes.
Okay. This time.
Okay. The answer is dino, chicken,
Bird.
Oh, not.
Well, from the picture, it is a bird. Birdino. Sparrow.
The answer is bird. Sparrow.
Seabird. Okay.
Seabird.
Seabird.
This
is my thing. This is my first time knowing seabird, parrot, bird duck. Okay, let's just see the answer. Okay.
Chicken.
Well, definitely not a chicken.
It's absolutely wrong.
There's no chicken in the picture. Okay, it's actually a bird, guys.
Wow, you are so great, guys. The answer is bird.
Yeah, so who said it was a parrot?
No, I want to interview someone who answer bird. Come on.
Bird dog.
One of you who answer it with bird. Come on. Let's see. Catherine, you answer bird. Why?
I think she's learned from the unexpected. I know. Okay.
Who is this guy? Like this.
Okay. I think some of you guys cannot be fooled. Okay, maybe Kang Salim, that's all, yeah, for the games. I hope it refresh your mind. I hope you are excited to do the next agenda.
Oh yes, that is very great game, but not yet a little bit not yet game.
I know it's giving me. Okay, so we will move on to our next agenda, which is the FGD or the focus group discussion. In this agenda will be led by Mr. Chandra and Miss Catherine. So for Miss Catherine, time is yours. Time and screen is yours. Okay.
Hello. Thank you, Salim and Aisa.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Nice to see the game, and I get a wrong answer as well for that two, and be fooled by the third one. Nice. Appreciate the creator of the game. Salute for her or him. Okay, then we are going to the FGD for now. Before, I would like to say hello to all the participants this afternoon. Good afternoon. Is there any participant in the morning time zone, or all of you is in the afternoon time zone? Anyway, a good afternoon or good morning, everyone. It's very happy to see you all here, even though virtually. But I think this is one of the we may say this is one of the positive point or impact from the pandemic. We can discuss, we can meet virtually, and productive discussion. And yeah, it's like a borderless because we all unite in this room, and yeah, I can met with the colleague and student from Vietnam and also from Philippines. And I think this event or this moment will harder when we have to meet it in person. So for today, we have an interesting case to be discussed. This case, the study case, is still going until now in Indonesia. And so what is the interesting case? The information and the background introduction will be presented by Pak Chandra. Then Pak Chandra, please, and time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Miss Catherine. Yes, all participants, thank you for your patience during this international summer camp. I think your effort is highly appreciated. Yeah, because Bu Catherine mentioned after the pandemic, now this is borderless. So in many issues growing, we can directly discuss it. And from now on, please give permission to me to present the preface or highlight for your discussion. I will ask permission to stand up. So all participants, I will start this presentation from now on. Baleo, baleo, baleo is the sound of life for the people in La Malera, but also the death knell and point of no return for the whale. From now on, we will see a short movie about part of our culture in La Malera, Indonesia. For many of you, it's content of violin and maybe disgusting and sad story. But from here, we need to talk and discuss what is better for the future. So let's moving forward and watching the movie. Please, to our organizer to roll the movies. Okay, there is the movie, and for many of us, it's a sad movie. But from here, we want to invite you to join the forum group discussion with the government, the NGO, and the local people to give the best recommendation for our future. So please join the breakout room, and I will see you again in the next 20 minutes. I will return to Ibu Catherine. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Chandra. It's to both sides sad and also a question related to the video. Then all participants will be break by their group, their usual group, right? To discuss this this situation. The additional information is the topic is about the whale hunting, happened in Eastern Indonesia, Flores Island, and this tradition activity still going. And if you see the video and you hear the information, this is about the traditional culture activity for the Lamalera people in Eastern Indonesia, Flores Island. You will become three big group. Please thinking about this situation and give your opinion, discuss about your group opinion as a part of local people who still doing the activity, and as a representative of NGO staff, what your opinion, your thinking about this moment, this activity. And the last one is think about as a government point of view. So that three part of representative. So okay, please the organizer to take us out from the main room to the breakout room. And we have 15 minutes. 15 minutes to discuss. 15 minutes.
15 to 15. Okay.
15 minutes to discuss about your opinion.
Okay, so
okay, guys, can you see the breakout room dialog box?
So NGO.
Okay, so you
can
you will be divided into your own group, yeah, your group island name.
Bunaken, Gili Trawangan, and Wakatobi become NGO point of view, and Komodo, Labuan Bajo, Seribu Island as a government. Then Raja Ampat, Karimun Jawa, Takaboranate become a local people. Enjoy the discussion.
We're looking forward for any result.
Until next 15 minutes in the main room.
Okay, so from here in the pleno, Ibu Catherine will ask each representative to present
The conclusion, or the agreed decision from the group.
Yeah. So, Bu Catherine, how was the meeting before?
The meeting, the training.
The training. Oh, sorry.
The training, yeah. The training, yeah, it's nice. The participant is very attractive, very keen to learn the new information, the new skill, and yeah, the energy is very high. Then
yeah.
The trainer is a bit.
That's the most important things about the training. When we can receive a good energy, and it's like very positive aura.
Yes, you're right.
Yes, that's right, Mr. Chandra.
So we still have one participant in the common room, Zhang Weiya.
Yes, do you have trouble joining the breakout room?
And buddy, do not forget to join your own room.
Do you have any information which room Sangwenia? Oh, I think she or he was invited but not yet joined.
Maybe away from keyboard.
EFK.
I guess so.
AFK, yes.
AFK.
sometimes I'm just thinking about what the abbreviation AFK. Some people say just type AFK. What does that mean? I'm too old.
And yeah, I'm curious about Mrs. Catherine and Mr. Chandra. I'm always joining this from group discussion. I'm in previous, I have a chance to join this forum group discussion from, yes, also from Mr. Chandra. But how if Mr. Chandra get a role as a government?
As a government, so, oh no, I think we still have any participant. Okay, no. Okay, so if we part as a government, so
there's still a participant, Angga Khairul from Universitas Pendidikan.
Yeah, Angga from
Indonesia.
I think it's okay. He's from Indonesia. And he can use bahasa.
Angga, do you have problem joining the breakout room? And Nguyen Ho Min?
Natrang. It's a place, one of a place in the world that I would like very, very much to visit. Natrang.
Vietnam?
Yeah, Natrang, the marine protected area, Natrang.
Oh, so it's part of the CTI?
I think so. It's very common, very famous.
So the question, if we be a part or have a role as a government, that's the question. Okay. Yes, so the main idea, if we see the what we call the basic rule or undang-undang dasar, yeah, is to protect, yeah, all blood, land, all people. All we can translate to melindungi segenap tumpah darah, gitu ya. So it means we have to provide all. So it's the key, it's the guarantee. It's the guarantee. So when we say it to stop, or we have the limited action, or we have like prohibited activity and so on, so we have to provide the subsidies. That's the key. Or we give an alternative so they can live. Because without that, it's mean like sustainability is for you, not for me. So in several years, many NGO, including international trader, is try to provide like fair trade, as we know. So as part of how many percentage it should be and must be returned to the local people. Yeah, so that's the big question is, it is really works, return to the local people, or still clogged in some area. So that's the question in our government managerial. So
that's so great.
Masalahnya Indonesia meratifikasi konvensi enggak? Karena Wales itu sudah jadi,
betul. UNCBD masuk, pasti masuk. Indonesia masuk.
Karena Wales sudah jadi spesies yang di red list ya, nggak boleh. Itu yang banyak diperjuangkan sih sebenarnya, ya.
Bener. Memang dari dulu itu banyak spesies yang masuk red list, masuk vulnerability gitu. Tapi kemudian itu seperti tarik ulur antara kita dengan internasional gitu ya. Oke, kita diminta untuk ngurus, oke, tapi kemudian cara ngurusnya itu biayanya siapa yang menanggung gitu. Jadi oke, kita sharing deh kalau mau gitu ya. Karena begini, ambil contoh di terestrial lah. Negara-negara maju itu ingin kita mengurangi deforestasi karena dianggap carbon emission gitu kan, gitu, sederhananya gitu ya, carbon emission. Dan mereka negara maju emisi karbonnya tinggi, diminta kita mengurangi itu atau mengurangi deforestasi. Tapi kemudian prosedurnya tuh pelik banget, ngitung karbonnya gimana, metodologinya gitu ya, itu dibuat sulit. Padahal kalau mau dibuat gampang, tanda petik ya, oke, Anda punya 1 juta hektar, itu kami akan donasikan atau akan subsidi sekian juta dolar. Selama itu masih sekian juta hektar gitu. Kan gampang hitungnya ya. Coba kalau ngitungnya karbon, belum lagi penelitiannya. Penelitiannya siapa yang ngerjain? Teman-teman internasional. Dan itu cost-nya gede gitu. Cost-nya gede. Negosiasinya gimana? Panjang. Bagaimana validasi dan verifikasi metodenya? Ya ilah, orang di sana udah berantem, kita masih verifikasi metode gitu kan. Itu problem gitu buat kita tuh. Karena itu tadi bargaining kita secara politik masih belum kuat gitu. Kasihan Pak Wiratno bolak-balik kemana gitu ya. Pak tuh kenal sama Pak Dirjen Konservasi gitu, kemana-mana. Beliau tuh memang besar di field kan. Pak Wir tuh besar di field. Jadi kalau ada perambah hutan tuh beliau ketemu langsung dengan pembakar itu, ketemu langsung Pak Wir gitu. Jadi Pak Wir tuh ketemu dengan masyarakat, tapi dia sebagai government bingung karena rules-nya dia yang megang gitu. Dia yang megang rules-nya. Gitu. Sementara yang punya ya tadi teman-teman di internasional bilang, oke, ini harus seperti ini. Oke, kan kalau misalkan mau cepat gitu aja. Oke, Indonesia komit 10 juta hektar. Duitnya tiap tahun nggak boleh kurang. Gitu. Nah kan enak, enteng kerjain. Pak, nggak boleh masuk hutan. Udah kebunnya sebelah sana, nih ada buat kan gitu. Nah di kita berat itu. Itu yang agak repot. Belum lagi memang ekspansi investasinya besar. Ya, Teh Catherine ya, teman-teman masyarakat adat itu berjuang kayaknya sampai sekarang masih belum akan berhenti karena hak-hak mereka masih belum diberikan.
Betul.
Jadi kita lupa ya bahwa kita itu merdeka 1945. Tapi yang kelompok adat itu secara bangsa itu sudah merdeka. Mereka punya hak itu. Kita makan tentunya. Gitu. Kan kasihan. Coba teman-teman yang kayak misalkan yang paling nyata sih terestrial. Misalkan dibuat Taman Nasional Gunung Leuser gitu ya, NGL gitu ya, Leuser gitu. Kan kalau statusnya Taman Nasional itu aktivitasnya sangat terbatas. Pemanfaatan hutan non kayu ya. Kemudian hanya jasa ekosistem services, air segala macam boleh. Tapi nggak boleh bangun rumah, bangun desa. Lah kumaha? Orang dari dulu kampungnya di sana.
Makanya ada zonasi sih sebenarnya. Buat ini ya kalau ada pemerintah juga nggak apa-apa sih. Ini kan sharing ya, sharing pemikiran.
Lagian kita kalau ada FG dengan pemerintah pasti ngomongnya gitu juga.
Iya, sama ya. Yang harus dirubah tuh paradigma berpikir juga dari mindset dari pemerintah sih, bahwa sekarang tuh kan dulu itu kan lebih fokus pada konservasi kawasan, konservasi sumber daya alam. Saat ini nih bergesernya adalah human center design. Jadi semua desain itu yang jadi pusat adalah manusianya, masyarakatnya. Ada ini lagi barengannya adalah perubahan perilaku atau behavior change, new behavior adoption strategy. Kalau yang kita hidup dari tahun ke tahun, dari lahir jebrot sampai sekarang punya anak lagi tinggal di pesisir, yang kita pikirkan bahwa hidup kita ya bergantung pada laut gitu ya. Kalau yang di darat, hidup kita ya kita dari hutan gitu. Kalau kita mau cari bahan makanan ya ke hutan gitu. Nggak mungkin ke mall, nggak mungkin ke Indomaret gitu kan. Sebenarnya kan seperti itu. Yang di laut juga kalau mau cari ikan ya saya ke laut gitu. Yang nggak mungkin saya harus ke pasar gitu ya. Orang ikannya juga datang dari depan rumah saya kok istilahnya kan gitu. Jadi yang harus diajak bersama memang para pengguna sumber daya ini, karena mereka yang hari-hari ada di depan gitu. Nah, kebijakan yang harus keluar dari pemerintah pun jadinya harus melihat dari sudut pandang itu gitu. Kalau yang tadi Pak Vidi bilang melindungi seluruh tumpah darah Indonesia dan memanfaatkan untuk sebesar-besarnya kemakmuran rakyat, itu yang harus diimplementasikan dengan sedikit merubah paradigmanya.
Betul.
Tidak lagi kebijakan itu hanya sekedar oke, kita melindungi biar aman. Nah, kalau sudah aman, terus siapa yang menikmati? Ya masyarakat sekitar juga kan, gitu. Jadi, iya benar. Nggak gampang sih, nggak gampang.
Nggak gampang,
Bener
betul.
deh, Salim sama teman-teman yang masih muda itu nggak gampang.
Benar. Jadi yang kuncinya di situ bahwa konservasi itu sebetulnya cara pandangnya adalah behavior, perubahan perilaku.
Memanfaatkan dengan berkelanjutan.
Nah, nanti ujungnya adalah best management practice. Aktivitas-aktivitas yang baik. Karena kalau kita bicara konservasi kawasan, mau sebanyak apa luasnya? Mau terus ditambah. Kapan orang tambah sedikit? Sementara orang tambah banyak ya. Berarti bilang tambah banyak gitu kan. Sampai mana? Gitu. Tapi kalau orang semakin banyak tapi kemudian behavior-nya berubah, activity-nya berubah, saya bilang kita akan sustain. Gitu. Karena yang lebih penting gitu. Kita punya kawasan minimal yang harus kita lindungi lah gitu ya. Yang paling penting tadi behavior kita berubah. Kan paling gampang nih di kampus nih di Unpad gitu. Gimana komitmen misalkan ini tanda petiknya. Komitmen para dosen, pengajar segala macam gitu. Kalau memang kita komit mau menurunkan emisi, sepakat nggak untuk misalkan ke kampusnya seminggu sekali aja pakai mobil, sisanya pakai kendaraan umum. Sepakat nggak tuh sama anak mahasiswa tuh? Nggak boleh bawa mobil ke kampus. Sepakat nggak? Nyengir loh.
Ini 15 menitnya sampai jam berapa ya? Kalau boleh tahu. Aku tadi juga nggak lihat kita mulai breakout room-nya jam berapa.
Masih ada
5 menit paling.
Kita 5 menit lagi.
Oke, thank you.
Itu kan seru soalnya kan kalau misalnya ngomong gitu. Saya tahun kemarin tuh ini ada teman-teman yang ada segala macam. Unpad tuh bagi-bagi tumbler. Pernah nggak? Bagi tumbler terus kemudian ada apa?
Bring your own ini ya, bring your own tumbler.
Tumbler bagi-bagi ya.
BYOT.
Tapi kemudian kan airnya ngisinya di mana?
Nah, benar. Akhirnya beli di Indomaret juga gitu ya.
Dipindahin botolnya.
Pindahin botolnya.
biar kitanya keren. That's the problem gitu. Karena kunci sebenarnya pertama saya bilang kalau kita mau benar-benar mengurangi sampah plastik terutama dari botol itu pipanisasi.
Itu yang kita bilang ini barrier removal. Jadi ketika ada behavior adoption strategi itu pasti ada barrier, ada halangan-halangan yang harus kita hadapi. Jadi kayak tadi Pak Chandra bilang bahwa air minum sendiri dari rumah, kalau airnya habis gimana? Tetap beli. Karena kita seharian di kampus kan gitu. Kemudian dulu tuh bike to work, naik sepeda ke kantor. Nyampe kantor keringetan, terus kerja. Nggak enak kan, lengkap gitu. Terus gimana? Orang males, saya naik mobil aja yang ada AC-nya. Nyampe kantor saya seger gitu.
Benar tuh. Jadi memang kayak apa? Kayak event kan sekarang apa ya? Bergeser ya. Kan dulu misalnya ada Car Free Day gitu ya di hari tertentu lah. Tapi kan ini jadi kultur hura-hura jadinya. Sama di Bandung juga kan gitu. Car Free Day daguat. Ini perasaan apa emisi yang dikeluarkan lebih banyak karena jadi mereka lebih banyak makan di sana, banyak aktivitas di sana kan jadi jadi apa ya? Semangatnya boleh gitu, tapi kemudian ada tujuan utamanya nggak dapet gitu. Padahal kalau memang saya sepakatnya adalah
tinggal kayaknya udah mau balik deh.
Udah balik.
Oke, siap.
Lihat.
Berarti nanti habis discussion saya recap-nya saya serahkan ke Pak Chandra ya?
Ya, saya nggak akan ngambil kesimpulannya di mereka masing-masing, cuma saya nutup yang terakhir aja.
Oke.
Hai. Thank you.
Welcome back. Welcome back all. Welcome back to the main room.
Hard discussion.
Hot discussion.
Hard and hot.
Do you have enough time to
Is
discuss
there
the
any
topic?
fight? Is there any fight? Or we will looking a fight in this main room?
Need more time to discuss in the group? No, enough. Okay. Let's fight. Fight in the positive way, right? Based on our weapon is scientific data, opinion, and also the empathy with the local people, I guess. Okay, that's all. The participant is on already in my in the main room.
Maybe operator can close the break room.
Okay.
Everyone already on the break
On
room.
the main breakout room, in the main room. Okay, can I see the thumbs up for all the participants? Reaction or just open your camera? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So we will discuss across the group related to the hunting, whale hunting activity. So for the first opportunity, I will invite a group from local people, either Raja Ampat group, Karimun Jawa, or Takabonerate, to share your conclusion or your group's decision related to the topic. Who will present for the first time? From as a part of local people? Raja Ampat or Karimun Jawa or Takabonerate? No one? The opinion, the conclusion. Okay. Present Daifan, please.
Oh yeah, I'm Daifan here from Raja Ampat. So well, it's not really a long conclusion. It's not really I guess it's not a fair conclusion because it's one of Lamarera is one of the subject that I'm really interested in, and I have a bit of knowledge on it. So, well, from what I know, as the video said, it was the sperm whale that was hunted. They counted as six in a year, but nowadays the numbers is decreasing. From what I know, it's only 3 whales in a year. So in terms of number, they try to reduce it. I don't know if it's because the ecosystem or because they kind of being more aware with them, with their nature as well. And from what I know as well, that the local community have some sort of not only culture but some sort of spiritual engagement with the whale as well. So it's not only part of their culture, but it's also part of the belief system as well. So the other information that I know is that this already been discussed by UNESCO, by other United Nations body, and they decide that it is important to conserve the nature, but it's also part of sustainability practice to kind of conserve the heritage, which is planet at this point. So our conclusion, it's always a debate between how to conserve the heritage of local people, of course, and the view that is the practice is considered unethical in a way, but it's also because sperm whale is a it's not a species that can be found in large numbers, so it's part of the nature conservation view as well. But from what I know as well, is they use the whale, not local people use the whales not just for household consumption, but also for their trading tools and transaction tools in that community as well. So you can see that the whale hunting is actually part of the daily life, not only for household consumption. So debate on how to conserve the heritage, and I think the solution that is offered from our side is that it has to be controlled in terms of monitoring the numbers of whales, and of course giving the information, the number of the information to the local community, and make them aware as well to their nature. They practice, because they're not using, like a tracking devices or any kind of technological things.
Very traditional.
Yeah,
very traditional practice.
Yeah, they have the traditional practice. They saw the wells if they need it. If the sources of the well in their village is already empty, then they look at the sea whether they can find a big enough well. From what I know, they're not hunting every well they pass, but they